Hi, welcome. You are on the Heart of Success show, and I'm your host, Larisa Vakulina. I go live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time zone. And here on this show, I talk about success in all areas of our lives, not only success in our businesses or accumulating wealth and positions and roles. I'm talking about success in health, success in relationships, success in building and creating something really amazing in our lives so that we can be successful to actually express our own gifts, our own genius, and also through that expression we can actually help others as well. So today was a really hectic day for me. I still didn't have a chance to change. My dad was not feeling well, and I needed to take him to a hospital. So basically, it was a little bit of off balance day, but at the same time, I'm in time. I'm here with you now, and I kind of was thinking what to talk about, and I decided to talk about our natural energy cycles. So our natural energy ups and downs and the flow, as we call it. So it's also called circadian rhythms. So by scientists, but by business people, it's called productivity cycles. Well, for me, I call it the life pulse, the life pulses. So there's a different names, but it all seems like we talk about the same stuff here. So we all naturally have some higher energy levels and some lower energy levels, and we have it daily, we have it weekly, we have it monthly, we have it even through the year, and also we have it on a involuntary level and a voluntary level. So like our heart beats without us even knowing, and it has its own low and higher impulses and cycles, and so other organs do the same. So we kind of have this very grand principle or universal principle of impulses, right? So, but here I want to concentrate more about our productivity at work and our natural energy levels. So when we have our energy level low, we naturally have less creativity. We naturally have hard time to actually make any important decisions or any decisions. We also very easy get into the stressful feelings, and we easily get into the overwhelming feelings that is created by us not having energy to do anything, right? So so we naturally would like to match our higher level of energy with the complexity of our task. But really, like, how do we do this? There's a lot of researches and information about it, and actually research shows, and one study shows that we can reach up to 500% of our productivity if we are in the higher state of our higher level of energy. So imagine that. So naturally, we would like to match that. Why would we waste the highest energy level and the most productive hours checking emails or sitting in a meeting? So this is somehow, big corporations and companies and businesses needs to consider very carefully, because really, in reality, as we know from my previous last time show, the statistics shows that we are 40% multitasking, and we spending almost 1/3 of our day for a very not important and not prioritized tasks where possibly we could match our highest energy level for the highest priority and the highest, the highest meaningful tasks and the projects. So how do we actually do this? Well, this is the question, because there's a lot of now, like, because we have this so many technological advances, and we have this bracelets and monitoring systems. We have these applications on our phones that actually now can monitor our productivity, the highest productivity hours, and also monitor our energy levels. And then through the longer period of time, when these devices monitor our tendency, we can see, at least to some extent, we can see what the tendency of our energy fluctuations through the day. And then in accordance to that tendency, we can start to have these plans in our calendar and how we can use the most productive and the highest energy level time for our benefit. But at the same time, what I want to share with you is that, in my own opinion, it is also can be a quite dangerous path if we all go there and we start to monitor through the devices our natural biological rhythms and our natural impulses. So this technology can take us further from ourselves. It's like it basically would dissociate us from our own feelings and from our own biological rhythm and impulses. And it will make us rely on these technological advances, which is, of course, not really, 100% reliable, and not that it is gonna to help us with our inner feelings and how we actually feel during all of this time. So it can help slightly, and it can help, of course, for us to create the particular, kind of calendar and particular task-focused and a time-focused activities. But at the same time, my concern is that we are the most reliable navigation system. We are the device, I would say, in our own form to actually receive information and also share the information. And through this exchange, we actually feel where we at in our energy level. It is a little complicated topic to discuss in this forum, but I will go in a little deeper into this area on my workshop, From Overwhelmed to Balance. I will go and explain on a little bit deeper level, including the 3 principles of the universal creation and how we are part of that creation, and how we can get back this power of knowing, feeling, understanding ourselves more, so that we can have that natural navigation system, that natural energy level monitoring, and also the decision making in accordance to that natural impulses that we have, right? So what I'm always thinking to myself, that technology is a very good servant, but is a very bad master. So we need to really evaluate and assess what we really would like to, what we really would like to allow ourselves to be in. How do we increase, or how do we improve our productivity, which is really an obsession with a lot of corporations and businesses, and there's so much time and money spent on try to find that optimal formula how we can actually have the highest productivity for particular tasks and things like that. But for me, it is so individual. As much as we are having day and night, and we having our physical rhythms and cycles, we have this the nature cycles, the season cycles, and we have so much of all of this movement that we are in. So the most reliable way of seeing, of learning how we can be in highest productivity, but also not getting into overwhelm, stress, or burnout. So this is really this equation that we really need to strive for, to have that balance between what kind of things we use. Do we really fully relying on the technology, and we follow that trend that technology is saying us, okay, your most productive hours are in the morning, and late afternoon you're going down. So I know myself through being grounded and monitoring in a way of how I feel in a moment. I know that I have two waves of highest productivity and two waves of the high energy level in a day. So, and I'm trying to use this particular high high energy levels for me to start to do my productivity and do and create and produce what I wanted to produce. So there are 3 points that I would like to highlight today. The first one is really what can help us to start to connect to ourselves on a deeper level is that we need to create, I call it the great day template. It is a template where you need to start to implement and establish in your days the rituals or the traditions, very small rituals in morning and at night. That's where you start the day and you end the day. So this is the time that helps you to ground within yourself and start to really be tuned into yourself and and connect to yourself. So then when you start to develop that connection, the more and more you tune into yourself, you don't need technological advances monitoring your energy level or your productivity level, because you're gonna be a monitoring system and you're gonna be a navigation system, and you would know exactly what is there a time to stop doing highest priority or highest meaningful project and go and do something else, or where we can restart to do it. So this is the first point, is create these rituals to start and finish your days. That will help you enormously. The second point is start your day with highest priority tasks. This has been confirmed number of times through the studies and surveys that we human beings are having the highest energy level in the morning. So this is really the time where we need to start to block for the most important and high priority tasks. But what our culture, I can observe and see and see how it is worked in corporations and in businesses, that the first things in the morning, what do? We multitasking through checking emails. We multitasking through sending answers and emails and things like that. So we basically wasting our most productive and highest level of productivity for the task that really could be done in another time, right? So the third point is really important, and it is something that a lot of people don't implement or don't use it, and even in businesses, it's like we need to add up moments of boredom in our days. Well, it seems like it is controversially. We talk about productivity strategy, but yes, boredom is something that actually is a part and fundamental part of the creative thinking. Well, I call it differently. It is stasis process in the phase of the creation, but we call it. Some people call it boredom, which is like an incubator for your creative thinking. It is a building blocks for your ideas that are scattered around, and when you have your productive timing, and then these ideas are scattering around your mind, or it's kind of at the back of your mind. So the moments of boredom, the moments of stasis, is something that can gather these ideas and these tasks that been traveling around your mind, can be combined together, and this is helping to create the great ideas. This is helping to get it all together, and then in the next block of time where you have the higher energy, then you can implement that gathering together of your ideas in much more effective and productive way. So there's other ways of trying to use your energy level and your hours of highest productivity in a way that some people, and I know a business coach, Dan Sullivan, he created a system that is actually very simple, but it seems like it is very effective. So you need to create a free day. Free day means there's no work. This is the day where you spend with your family, with your friends, with your children, where you do whatever needs to be done around your house, or wherever it is that is free day, right? Then the focus days, it is where you actually performing your highest priority tasks. And that's how you actually power up yourself in this particular days, the focus days. And there's a buffer days. The buffer days are for the tasks that are not having the highest priority. It's an administrative task. It's answering your emails, sorting out your accounts, wherever it is, paying, or wherever it is. It's like administrative work is falling into these buffer days. So there's a number of systems and a number of ways how you can start to organize your day to get the most productivity and the most outcome. But in my workshop, I'm actually going to share with you this link. So this is the link you can register if you still didn't. This is the link to register for the workshop that I'm going to run basically in 4 days. That's where I'm going to explain on a bit more deeper level about the natural impulses, about the universal laws of the life pulse, and all of these cycles, and how we can actually start to learn about it, and how we can equip ourselves and start to practice this natural navigation system that we have, the navigation system that is most reliable and will and are much more effective than any technological advances, because the danger of using constantly technological advances is that we will then rely fully on the technology, and then we would be almost like having our system is so lazy that we wouldn't be even wanting to feel anymore. How do I feel high energy or not? I know technology will tell me how and when I'm feeling high energy, and that's where I can start to do. So there's a cons and pros for any of these systems, but again, there's no one to fit all answers for this. It's really individual, and we are all unique in that sense, and we are all awesome. So at the end of the day, this is your life, and so the fundamental elements of productivity, focus, and the time management is your happiness, health, and joyfulness. So I will come back again on next week on Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time zone, and I will expand maybe on the same topic, or I will choose something else wherever the flow will be. And if I'm going to be in the floor, that's what's going to be. So I just would like to say thank you to everyone who joined me. Few MJ here. I've seen there's a few other people, but they didn't really kind of give permission, or they didn't comment. So yes, yes, MJ, thank you so much. The workshop, I'm so excited. Of course, productivity equals profit, right? Yes, of course. That's the mistake. The corporations and all the workforce trying to get the highest productivity. Where they have the concept that productivity means profit, but that never works, because this is really not the highest priority for human beings to actually express themselves in their work, through their work, through their creativity, through their tasks. So we're saying so true. A lot of people get lost in the green, and therefore could not find a way out, and left it for too late. Absolutely, I know. I can see already, seeing and observing how many younger generation, they constantly connected to these devices. They cannot even be, well, many of my generation as well. So it's personal choice, but I am all for the balance of everything. Technology is a good servant, but a bad master. So we need to be a master. So MJ, is it the case for everyone? Morning being the most productive. Well, that's what the research shows, but it's not necessarily like 100%, of course. And the morning is morning at 5 a.m., 6 and 7 a.m. is different from 10, 11 and 12 a.m. So it is very individual, and it fluctuates with every person, as we all unique and different. We also are united in some things. So there's a lot of interesting systems, but more on that I'm gonna to explore with you, whoever booked for my workshop. So we're gonna to go deeper into the natural energy flow and workflow, how we can combine our natural impulses and biological impulses, and also psychological and the impulses of our soul, how we can actually be aware of this, and how we can use that knowledge, and how we can practice that, trying to understand ourselves more, so that we can not only be highly productive, but we also will be highly satisfied with what we're doing, and highly giving credits to ourselves, and moving from just being workaholics who don't even have time for the loved ones, into the very balanced, peaceful people that are creating amazing things. I want to say thank you again, and I'll see you next week for my another episode. I would like to put the music right now, and thank you so much. Bye.